My name is Leila Habib, and I'm a third-year behavioral neuroscience major with a photojournalism minor, and I'm the campaign liaison for SED. So SED aims to create a group of socially conscious, well-equipped student organizers that are able to sort of confront institutions that tend to marginalize both students as well as residents of surrounding communities. And I think something that's unique about SED is that we are one of the only activist groups that are trying to amplify and provide a platform for marginalized voices specifically. I feel as if our group is inherently fighting for diversity because at a predominantly white institution, most of the activist spaces are predominantly white. So just bringing in diverse peoples and peoples of marginalized communities into the activist space, and even outside of that, just making sure that marginalized perspectives are included in any campaigns that we do and inform any of the campaigns that we do. In regards to countries that are represented, maybe, internationally, they have a lot of different international students. However, if you look at other populations such as the Black population or the Hispanic population, no. Faculty is definitely not where it needs to be. And it's also all of the people of color should not be in one college. All of the people of faculty of color should not all be in the College of Social Sciences. That's important, but it's important to not only have them there, but across all of the colleges. I think diversity of thought and beliefs are important because you have to have conversations in order to facilitate some kind of change. Everyone brings their own experiences, their own ideals, their own upbringings to the table, and that's the most effective way to learn. It's one thing to read about it, but it's another thing to engage in a conversation with someone that has lived through it. Cultivating this space where people are respected and people are treated with dignity, and where they're heard and valued, and regardless of their identities. I think inclusion is the more important part of the whole diversity and inclusion phrase, because if you think about it, without inclusion, diversity can't be maintained, because then the diverse people that are in that space feel isolated, or even more so. Part of it is just creating space. For instance, in activist groups, just making sure that you're including marginalized voices to inform what you're working on. And that doesn't necessarily mean looking to them for the answers all the time, because that can also be detrimental. Outside of that, just listening. Not necessarily expecting them to educate you on everything, but listening.